Loading snacks.
What do Snack X? It's your boy Gage here at AwesomeCon 2026.
AwesomeCon?
I am with the incredible Adam Savage. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this today. Listen, is this your first AwesomeCon?
No, I did this a few years ago.
This is correct, because I missed you, Zane. I don't give a shit about that. This is correct, so how do you like AwesomeCon?
I love AwesomeCon. I love DC.
Yeah?
We had a really fat Friday yesterday for a con, right? Friday is usually like
A
things
little
are
bit
getting
slower,
up.
yeah.
Our table was packed for about 4 hours.
Yeah.
It was great.
Which is a beautiful thing. And I know you get here pretty often. You do some Smithsonian, you go and check things out. Do you have a favorite Smithsonian museum that you like to visit?
Look, I sit on the board of the National Air and Space Museum, so I'm going to have to say that is
Sure.
absolutely that's my bread and butter.
That's fair.
But we're in Museum Town, USA, man.
Right.
We've got the African American History Museum, we've got the Portrait Gallery, we've got like whatever you want, whatever your jam is.
Is there something that you feel like we're missing in museums here that should be here?
Oh, I don't even know if I can come up with an answer for that. At this time, maybe yes, but I'm not sure.
But you don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what.
How do you feel about the crossover between like pop culture? Obviously, you have a huge history of pop culture, Star Wars and so forth.
Yeah.
But now we're starting to see pop culture show up in places where traditionally it wasn't cool for there to be pop culture. So you're seeing anime show up in the NBA. You're starting to see. What do you feel about that crossover?
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this because look, all of these things that what you're describing is a lot of hobbies that used to be niche, right? The small fandoms, and the best thing about the internet, and the internet has been for good or ill.
Absolutely.
But the best thing about it is what it does for fandoms. It allows people to find each other.
Yeah.
It allows those groups, and all we're doing is trying to let other people let their freak flag fly.
That's right.
Right? So when I see anime in the NBA, I'm like, that is awesome. Because you know what? Jocks are nerds.
They are.
Every
They
single
are.
one of them is a
100%.
nerd for their sport.
Exactly.
You go tap Tom Brady, he's going to tell you the tiniest millimeters that he cares about.
Absolutely. I think that those details are things that a lot of people feel uncomfortable or don't know who they are in their own skin in some cases, or only feel comfortable in a place like this where everybody's dressed in cosplay and stuff like that. Because that's really kind of opening things up and then kind of making it a little easier.
One of my favorite things to see here at the cons are families,
Yeah.
where one member of the family has to be at the con. They're in costume.
Yeah.
The rest of the family does not understand that kid,
That's right.
but they are here with them.
That's right.
And I
They
love
are.
seeing
They are. Is that? I mean, I know you've got family. Does your family? Do they attend cons? Are they into this? Is this like a
No,
for them?
no, my son's both work in fine dining. One's a chef, and they have
Are they nerds about fine dining?
absolute nerds about fine dining.
Okay.
And I've actually hired one of my sons to be my body man at a con.
Really?
Yeah, he helped. I was dressed as Iron Man 1 in the big
Yeah,
Iron Man 1
yeah.
suit, and the costume started wearing a hole through my knee.
Oh, all right.
I was like, I need you to get me off the floor, and he found a dolly and pushed me off the floor in my Iron Man costume.
I think that's a pretty good job.
That was awesome.
That's the case. What's your favorite cosplay you've done out of your favorite secret cosplay you've done out of?
The most important cosplay I've done is to play No Face from Spirited Away. I was playing No Face from Spirited Away at San Diego Comic-Con, and I brought gold coins that I hid under my gown so that when people took a picture of me, I'd give them a gold coin like the movie Spirited Away.
That's pretty awesome.
And then someone put the coin back in my hand, and I was like, I can't see out of this costume, so I don't understand what's going on. And then it happens again, and then I realized, it's bad luck to take gold from No Face in the movie, and they're
Giving it back.
this is not theater. This is some theater where audience and performers are all one kind of mass.
Yeah.
That's what I love about the performance.
Yeah. When you're not at a con, like when a con is open for you, do you go through the con control that everyone else seems to go through when they spend an entire weekend here and then Monday morning it's like,
You know, my wife and I talked about this last week. Like, I'm very clear that this coming Monday, I'm not doing anything. Right? Like, I'm spent. But I'll also, like, I cleaned my shop before I left. So
okay.
Monday I'll go into the shop for just a couple of hours, just to experience being clean, kind of get that energy back again. The other thing is that I come back from the con with lots of gifts for the fans. Lots of things. And all that gets sorted. You know, I've got my sticker bin, my challenge coin bin, my patch bin. Everything gets saved.
is it weird getting stuff from people?
I know. Look, I have definitely made special things for people I admire who I did not know. I did that. No, some for them, also some for me. I wanted to spend time thinking about how much they meant to me. So I'm very cognizant when someone takes the time to make me a painting, that they were in a mental space thinking about what I meant to them. So I think that's beautiful.
I agree. What do you do with it? Where does it go? Not that the
you know
shop
what?
doesn't have plenty of things already around it. What do you do with it?
Yeah, it's becoming an issue, right? Because I've got a large collection, and I'd like a museum, but I don't want a museum building. So maybe there's a future where my collection is something to go and be pop-up museums in different places.
That would be really cool.
You know, I got to deal with it all before I die, because I don't want my kids to have to manage this.
Don't want them stuck in it.
No.
Are they not into this because you're so into this?
No. They just found their own way. I don't know. Absolutely. You know, I always put in front of them whatever they were interested in, and it meant I bought a lot of drum sets they didn't play, a lot of guitars. But you know, they're both actually really accomplished musicians.
Yeah. Okay.
They're both a kind of the same mix I am of both gearhead and philosophically impassioned about the art, right? Because some people are all art, some people are all gear, and most of us are in the middle.
Yeah. I think that middle space is one of the best places to be. Listen, we're not going to hold you any longer. Before we get out of here, tell me one thing you miss about doing this
You're getting me to a point of gratitude that is really deep in my soul, because I was, you know, with my co-hosts, we were operating the levers of this 25-person machine that could test anything in a day. We need a swimming pool we kept tomorrow morning, permitted. And that was because this machine went out into San Francisco and the wider Bay Area and built relationships and built trust with the various vendors. We could do whatever we wanted. And being able to just think of something and then go test it, intoxicating. And I will value those moments of firing on all cylinders with my co-host Jamie Hyndman. Some of the most creatively free moments I've ever felt. So I am eternally grateful for having done that show. And it's really lovely that it's airing for free on like 4 different streamers, so that a whole new generation is going up on it. My demographic has dropped by about 10 years in the last 5 years.
Which is incredible. Yeah. And my kids hate me for watching Mythbusters all the time. But like, you know, it was like literally one of my favorite shows of all time. For a long time I felt like it was the best show on TV. And I still think a lot of ways it is. So
nobody makes reality TV like that anymore.
No.
When at one point Discovery wanted to go 3D, so we brought in James Cameron's one of his producers who knew 3D to kind of give us a continuity, be our continuity for this. And he spent a couple of days and he turned to my producer and goes, "Wait a minute, the experiment takes precedence over the filming?" And we were like, "Yeah, that's how it works. That's how we get this done." And he was like, "I never would have imagined that to bother me."
It was. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Thank you. I love that. Make sure you check out Tested.
Yeah.
Please check out Tested.
9,000 videos of me making shit.
Indeed. And all of it really, really good. Really relaxing. Got me through 2020.
Got me through 2020.
I believe it. Thank you again. Thanks. So much fun. We're out.
What it do, snackers and snackettes? Did you like what you just saw? Would you like to help us grow? Here's what you can do. Shoot over to patreon.com/loading snacks. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on your favorite platform of choice. Appreciate you.